Welcome, everyone, to the Everything Show. I am your host, Matrix Lord 212, and I'm with Scott. What's up, Scott?
Greetings all.
What's up, Ben?
Dude.
All right, so we said that on the other platform, but again, say it again here about the Game of Thrones guys with Star Wars.
Game of Thrones guys are going to be doing the new Star Wars show.
Basically, there's not going to be any more Game of Thrones or any assignments that they have for HBO. They're free agents. And, of course, Disney, Star Wars, Lucasfilm snatched them up.
Yep.
So not only... Hey, Vaughn.
Yvonne.
Hey,
So
Vaughn.
that mean we're going to have dragons in
What's up?
Star Wars? Or
Basically, we're going to have the trilogy of 10, 11, and 12. Well, before that, we're going to have Ryan Johnson's trilogy of whatever he's going to do. Then we're going to have 10, 11, 12. Then we're going to have the Game of Thrones people do probably the Knights of Old Republic or something, the 3 movies, which would be really good. But again, we'll be 20 years older when that happens, obviously. We talked about this on the other platform that I can't mention that rhymes with witch. All right. But, yes. So... besides that, they have plans for the streaming service.
There we go.
They have stuff for the streaming service, TV show, Star Wars.
Oh.
So that's a lot of Star Wars.
It is a lot of Star Wars.
Do I want to have a whole movie on Jabba the Hutt's, like, creature? No. Or something stupid? No. It's going to get to that point.
His name is Slashy's Crumb.
Thank you. Thank you.
That was the greatest laugh ever.
Three's Company with Jabba the Hutt, Boba Fett, and Darth Vader, maybe?
What's going on? Man. So, what else do we have today besides the Star Wars big? We had Deadpool 2.
Yes.
Poster.
Had a poster of
the
Flashdance.
Both the bullets are coming down.
That is hysterical. I love that.
It would be great. I wonder if with Disney now barely owning them, I wonder if they're going to do like a Disney, more of a Disney-esque thing other than him being lead.
I'm surprised they don't have, when the Disney does it, that they're not going to have Mickey Mouse fighting him in the movie, like just like some little skit where he goes to Disney World or something.
Like they should do like this figure. I'm sorry, sir, you can't come in here. Oh, it's okay.
You're gonna get out of here. Yeah.
Well, if they want to really do it, they get. If it's like, excuse me, sir, you can't be in here. It's like, oh, it's okay. I'm branded. Mouse on it with the Disney logo.
Yeah. So that is crazy stuff. Okay, something's happening in comics now. Something happened. The same guy that wrote Deal with the Devil for Spider-Man had put something in the comic before that where Spider-Man helped out Loki, and Loki promised him a favor. Now, supposedly, they're talking like that Spider-Man may call upon that favor. Now, Loki now is Sorcerer Supreme. So he has a lot more power than he did. He's trying to be a good guy for some weird reason.
There's a catch. I believe there's a catch.
It could be that Loki could break Mephisto's deal, possibly. Although I don't know if they're going to do that. But the sales for Renew Your Vows have dropped in the toilet ever since they did a time jump where his little daughter is now a teenager. And it's lost its appeal, and there's a lot of Marvel Comics on the chopping block. Scarlet Spider, supposedly. Renew Your Vows, a lot of different things.
Oh, wow.
But they are getting close to the 800th, big battle between Norman Osborn wearing the Carnage symbiote and being the Red Goblin, and Spider-Man, and then possibly Peter Parker renewing his relationship with Mary Jane. We don't know if it's going to be related to Mephisto, if there's going to be a deal broken, but Mephisto is fighting everybody. in this Damnation storyline, and he's also trying to take Ben Reilly's soul.
Mm. So
that's some comic book stuff for you. That's happening. And also, as I've shown before, Wolverine, they're showing a storyline called The Hunt for Wolverine, where he already got out of the adamantium prison. But basically, adamantium can cut adamantium, because that's stupid if adamantium can't cut adamantium. So as long as he has the adamantium in there, he can slice through it also. So, and again, here's the Damnation storyline, where Mephisto is like fighting everybody. So that's going to be big. And again, that Voyager thing, probably a fake. I can't wait for that to be over with too. We'll find out tomorrow. This is supposedly Jack of Hearts, who was Thanos' brother, that Scarlet Witch killed, and now he turned into a villain. He was an Avenger.
Yeah, I remember Jack of Hearts from...
Remember he was all young looking, and he was like, so I don't know what that's about.
Yeah, because the Jack of Hearts I remember was far different.
He was like a playboy, but like in space, picking up chicks and doing all that stuff. And here's the covers, the $7.99. And then I think we'll have they'll show off the covers soon for $800. So there's that. Fantastic Four is obviously coming back in the comics, which is, that's been happening.
So long as they come back to the big screen under the right director, that's all I care about.
Me too.
Right.
Again, please stop the old man storylines, and we don't need old woman Laura with virtual reality Wolverine. That she's 90 years old. Please, I don't want to see heroes older than dirt trying to be heroes while changing their depends. These guys that are writing this are old themselves, and they're just, I don't know where their head is at. Nobody really cares about that. So I don't know why, and things are getting canceled that's related to that. So please stop it. Look at this. This is a cool new statue of Rogue.
I love that.
Black Truck. That's pretty cool. Anything else I could talk about with the comic books? Pretty much that's it for that. Oh, okay. So let me show you what I picked up today in my haul, I guess you would call it. They have a Die Hard 4-film collection at Best Buy. Die Hard, Die Hard 2, Die Harder, Die Hard with a Vengeance, and Live Free and Die Hard. $9.99 in Best Buy. Got that. Also, Cannonball Run. Love that movie. $3.99. Got that.
That's a good series. But
and Iron Man DVD, first one. Got that. $7.99. Use your Best Buy reward points probably and be hooked up. So there's yeah. What else do we have? Anything, Ben?
Yeah, they just released a trailer for Marvel's Wolverine: The Long Night. It's going to be an audio adventure with Wolverine, and Logan's going to be voiced by Richard Armitage, who played Thorn in the Hobbit movies.
Oh, goodness. They branching out into audio now.
It's coming out March 12th on Stitcher Premium.
There's nothing sacred.
And you get your wish tonight on tonight's Flash episode.
Me?
Yep, you do.
It's over?
He's a free man.
Good. I'm going to watch that then on the CW app.
Ugh.
So you don't even need cable. It's free.
I watched it, and it was good. It was, and the way they resolve it was, I'm surprised they had.
I didn't think. I thought I knew how they were going to do it. Like I thought it was going to go with Cecile's telepathic shit.
Yeah.
Knowing that would actually happen. Like I didn't think of that.
Oh, so it was a really cool thing?
Yes, it was very uniquely done.
So now there's no room for error. He's completely innocent. He's back to his job, everything.
Well, that's going to have to be left for maybe till the 20th.
Oh, he takes a break?
It's back, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a 2-week break or a week break.
Looks like Rotten Tomatoes Black Panther's got a perfect score.
And that's triggering all the DC numbnuts who think there's an agenda against them because Marvel pays Rotten Tomatoes when Rotten Tomatoes is on.
Oh, yeah.
First of all, Rotten Tomatoes is owned by,
Warner Brothers owns Rotten Tomatoes.
DC. So I'm going to say one thing. I respect all DC fans, but the DC fans that are trying to sabotage my Marvel can go F themselves.
Not all DCEU fans are crazy like these numbnuts are.
Get with whoever's making your DC movies and tell them make a decent movie instead of this
going back and redoing the whole movie.
Yeah, it's not our fault. Marvel actually gives a shit about the properties they have.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But you think they're up like over 20 movies because they know what the hell they're doing while Marvel's still struggling to make.
And even if one of them doesn't do as well, they still have those others to soften the cushion.
And plus, they can't get mad at Marvel because they can't get jealous at Marvel because they actually took time to build up each character before doing the movies. I mean, DC, come on, you really need to stay and be humble yourself. Don't be hating on.
If you'd spend as much time doing what you're doing to your TV shows as you do with your big screen, you'd have successes by now, but you don't want to do that.
If they can't do live action, you should stick to the animated stuff because DC's animated stuff's really good compared to the live action.
I do agree with that one.
Now we got word that Rose Byrne, who plays Moira McTaggart, is not going to be an X-Men. For some reason, they just didn't want her in there, but she loves the franchise. She will do it in a heartbeat. So hopefully she's in the next one.
Call me when it's Marvel's X-Men.
Okay. I know.
That'd be good. That'd be a good T-shirt. Call me when it's Marvel's X-Men.
I thought it was rumored that the Dark Phoenix saga was 2 parts. So there's still a chance they could still be making movies.
Please recast all the main X-Men with actors that aren't boring as all. Let's see. Fox has tried to do Cyclops how many times and they still can't get him right?
Yeah.
Wow.
Cyclops is cool in the cartoons, but they make him this dull word I probably shouldn't say on here.
And what's this?
They're pushing Wolverine so much.
And what's this we're hearing about a PlayStation 5 next year?
Oh, God, no.
For 2020 release?
But, I mean, we are probably getting games from PlayStation 4. Like,
what's up with the shortage of games lately?
I have no clue.
I mean, why is this? Here's the thing. When I worked in the video game industry, even I felt sometimes because back when Nintendo and Super Nintendo was out and PlayStation 1 was out, they had flooded the market with games, right?
Look at the PS2 alone. There was a thing where they were still making PS2 games, and PS2 because the last PS2 game that came out basically was a soccer game, and the But why now is nothing coming out anywhere? Like, Switch has nothing. You have no choice for the matter. It's like Mario, Zelda, and then stupid stuff. It's like, I don't understand.
Here's the thing about game releasing. I want more games, yes. But I do need a shout out to Rockstar because they actually are holding back Red Dead Redemption until October because they realized after the excuse my French, shitstorm that was with Mafia 3 because you have to end the spectrum, and Mafia 3 proves the point why the games need more time because Mafia 3 came out with all glitches, nobody tested, it was a shitstorm, and they had to actually work on the game while it was released. Like
and look at I know Rockstar didn't do it, but look at the garbage behind the last Mass Effect game too.
Yeah.
And there was that world-building video game or downloadable game that came out, and that preview made it look like, oh, this is the most marvelous thing, and people played. It's like,
and that's the same.
I can play the Atari 2600 and still.
And that's the same thing with Last of Us 2 that I think got pushed back too. So I mean, I'd rather have the games pushed back and get more quality content than people rushing it out, because games are different these days. I mean, it can't be mass produced like it was back in the day. It takes so much time to get the glitches out of games because of the level of oh god, the level of game things that's going on, like your it has to be in HD. Now you got 4K. You have to make sure that's compatible. It's so many outside elements.
So it's harder to make games now, you're saying?
Exactly. It's not like it can.
It's not easy.
Because back in the day, you had no resolution. That's what I'm trying to say.
No.
You had no resolution. You can point out like 2 or 3 Tomb Raiders out there, and Mario's.
Now it's high resolution.
But now it's so.
And now it's 4K. So
like you said, it's like blah blah K, and people are going to tell, and it's going to glitch too much.
Exactly. They have to really test it. So, I mean, people are mad because Red Dead Redemption got pushed back, but I'm saying go for it. I'd rather have you do that than release Red Dead in March and have the game unplayable.
Right.
Just like with Assassin's Creed. Assassin's Creed Origins took 2 years to do because the Unity one, as we learned with Unity, that thing was so glitched up that it was almost unplayable. That's the reason why you're not seeing more games like that. I mean, there are games coming out, but the bigger games like your Red Dead Redemption and stuff like that, Last of Us.
Those are the money makers right there.
But why can't we? So in other words, we can't put games out like Ghouls and Ghosts and Goblins anymore because of the resolution, or we can still do that?
No, she's talking about how you see how the the
graphics. I understand.
So you look at it, oh man, this is a fantastic computer generated movie. Now if they put it out without doing all this, there's going to be glitches.
It's like crap.
Yeah, it's going to look like crap, and you don't want
like the figures from this last.
Because I want. I'm not interested. Look, I'll get to.
Online. It's like,
but I want the old stuff too. I want like a 2D Ghosts and Goblins and Castlevania.
Well, they do have stuff like that. They do have stuff like that. I mean, some indie companies are keeping it, old school with that. But for me, I play more of the third person games anyway. So, I mean, if you want classic, they got. I know I have Sonic for PS4. I have a lot of things like that. That they still, indie companies and some of the main companies are still doing those type of games that you can mass produce and pop out. But in the day and age, people like COD, Call of Duty and stuff like that, you're not going to have a faster product coming out because of so many technical stuff and outside elements that are now affecting the games. I mean, it's going to be like, to get a proper good game out these days, it's going to take like a year or something. It's going to take even more 2 years now because of how the resolution of the TVs are going. I mean, technology is so far ahead.
Playing them other computers too, and they don't want them to.
Because I heard all this stuff's coming out. I heard there's going to be another Punch-Out and all this different things. That stuff still won't. That's still going to come out. Okay.
Yeah, that should come out. I mean, it shouldn't be. I mean, if they're doing like the classic type, no problem. You don't have that. But if you want that quality game, it's probably going to take a while for it.
Like another Resident Evil, because the last one was, the graphics are incredible.
Exactly. Because everything's getting so realistic. And the PlayStation 5, I think because they did the Pro now, I think it's too soon for that to come out now. Because you already have another console.
Well, it probably won't come out until 2020, 2021 anyway.
And you got VR as well, so they're probably wanting to see if there's any way they can also adapt the Red Dead to a VR type of thing.
Oh God, can you imagine Red Dead being VR? My God.
Wow.
Yeah, that's one of the games you need to get up on when you get the PS4. Red Dead.
Well, I played
games.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Well, if you guys want to laugh tonight, I got something that made me chuckle while you guys were talking about video games.
Wow.
Chris Claremont thinks X-Men Dark Phoenix with Avengers Infinity War are run for its money.
Oh God, no.
God.
No.
Where's that J. Jonah Jameson gift from Spider-Man 2?
Pass the crack. Yeah, sorry. No.
Don't say it. One but
the X-Men movies that aren't part of Deadpool's universe aren't privy to watch the jockstrap.
Sorry, dude. I mean, I have to totally disagree with Chris Palermo on that one. God.
No.
No.
I'm sorry. That's not going to happen.
No, I don't see it happening.
Yeah.
God.
I know, right?
I can't even believe people actually would say something like that. Nothing is going to... Let me tell you something.
Avengers is going to kick everyone's ass.
Avengers Infinity War is going to be the #1 movie of all time. It's going to destroy the Titanic. It's going to destroy Avatar. It's going to take Avatar and it's going to be like $3 billion movie.
And you know why it's going to beat everybody else? Because you have already established all the characters in it. They all have their own franchise. So
it's going to be the first $3 billion movie.
It's the big Marvel sub sandwich. Everyone's going to be in it.
I'm calling it.
It's the Dagwood. Let's put it this way. It's the Dagwood of sandwiches.
When this comes out, they're going to start delaying everything. Just like when Avengers came out and Avengers Age of Ultron. This movie is going to be #1 for months.
I mean,
everything is going to get wrecked. Even Solo and Incredibles and everything.
Solo would be lucky to get #2 when this comes out.
Everything been leading to this moment. Like everything is a fixed point. Everything been leading up to this one moment. So
and Disney will never go up against themselves again after this. There will be stuff that will be put in place that says we need to put a Marvel movie months away from a Star Wars so they don't interfere with each other, and even the animation. I'm telling you, Disney, in this case, Disney oversaturated the market.
Yep.
They're going to get hurt. Solo is going to get wrecked, and Incredibles 2 is going to get wrecked.
Criticized, and a lot of people have been talking about how they got to play Solo. It's just does not.
Even if it's great, it's going to get wrecked because people... Let me tell you something. You can't predict that Avengers Infinity War, people are going to see it, and then after 2 weeks, it's over. This is going to be #1 for 3 months.
It's going to go by word of mouth. You're going to be seeing this on the news pretty much every week, every day. Still #1, and then 2 months down the line.
Exactly. Still #1.
Now, it may drop to #2 due to the saturation, but like I said, it may drop to #2 for maybe 1 week, and then it'll go back to #1.
I mean, they had me when I said, you mean to tell me the Guardians of the Galaxy get to interact with Doctor Strange, Thor, Iron Man?
This is going to reach $1 billion in 10 days.
Yep.
And then it's going to reach $2 billion in 20 days, and then $3 billion at the end of its run. I'm telling you.
And it's going to do one of those little, let's re-release it once it leaves the cinemas.
It's got it. There's no way Avatar is going to stand a chance.
No.
That shouldn't even be there, but they're only there because of the 3D sales.
They're going to be scraping blue stuff off underneath their heels for this.
Goodbye to the adult Smurfs. That's all I'm going to say.
When's that other movie supposed to be coming out?
Avatar 15, what?
No, it was the one by Steven Spielberg about the...
Ready Player One?
Ready Player One, yeah. When that's supposed to be coming out?
I guess that's coming out soon. Everybody just wants the Avengers. Nobody's giving a shit.
I
mean, they'll want to see that because there's nothing to see. But okay.
Yeah, I'm just really looking forward, from what I read in an article a few months ago, that there's going to Rocket and Hulk are going to become besties.
Oh, nice.
Basically, Hulk will be Rocket's adult Groot until Groot's adult again.
Oh, is he going to be a teenager?
Isn't Groot a teenager now?
Yeah, he's adolescent Groot.
Adolescent Groot.
Because in the end of Guardians 2, there's a scene where he's in his room playing video games.
But at the end of Infinity War, is he going to be adult Groot or no?
Good question.
Yeah.
Well, he's not going to be the same Groot.
No.
Yeah.
It's going to be a different Groot.
I love that scene when he was in the...
Maybe he'll be this Groot again.
And Star-Lord comes up in there and he's just like, "Oh,
I am Groot.
I'm Groot.
I'm not lame. I saved the whole world from destruction."
Yeah. Well, the original Groot is dead.
That's what James Gunn said.
This is the offspring.
Yeah.
This is the son.
Son of Groot.
Son of Groot.
Groot. Yeah.
Mighty Joe Groot. No. All right, guys. We're going to get out of here. Thank you very much. Take care. Bye for now.
Ciao.
Bye.